On you HOs on my petty shit, but I don't paint toes. Get the plunger, cause Marshall and it may go plumb crazy. Call us liquid plumber, cause even Dre know. Beat maps like a deep detox. You're gonna need 3 spots of police officers at least to pull me off of it. And I don't stop, please dog. I need y'all to keep talking shit, cause I feed off of it. I am the complete opposite of these beat talks who spit these weak bars. I'm gonna leave carnage east, ought to be so toxic it'll block the wind through your esophagus. Stop it, cutting off your oxygen. Then I hit them pads like a boxing gym. Better watch for Slim, gonna get the poppin'. And when I'm at the top, I get a roll top. I'm giving it to anyone who wanna come get it, and I'm not gonna stop. But when they ask me, is the war finished with MGK? Of course it is. I cleanse them of his mortal sins. I'm God and the Lord forgives even the devil worshippers. I'm moving on, but you know your scruples are gone when you're born with Lucifer's horns. And you're from the school of notorious Cuba, Cuban, the poor righteous teachers tutored my students, showed them all the blueprint and formula. But it seems like the more they study my music, the more they remind me of eyeballs. I'm watching my pupils get cornier, but I'm contemplating yelling bombs away on the game like I'm outside of an Ariana Grande concert waiting. Here comes Saddam Hussein, Ayatollah Khomeini. Where's Osama bin? I've been Laden lately. Look at how I'm behaving. They want me gone away. They want to John Benet me. I'm accommodating, and I don't see why they hate me. I'm a clown like John Wayne Gacy. They call me Kanye crazy. Ape shit Beyonce Jay-Z. And I'm back with Andre baby. And the doctor's operating, but he never put no scrubs on. From Snoop Kid out the shady. Shady like a shadow or your silhouette. Intellect better check and see why you fit upset. Cause I met your bitch on the internet. That I'm getting head like a pillow pet. That bimbo can put her lips all the way around his bone and them.
We're out of milk.
I'm sorry. Did I take a pill?
I did.
Okay. What'd you eat? You eat anything?
No. I was just gonna get something at school. I go start the car. Riff. 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 Go to the mat. Go to the mat. Sit. 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 Nope, sit. Sit. That's right. It's not I see my little boy, you gon' learn. I see my little boy, you gon' learn. This is your ass in the earth. You ain't soldier, that's right. You just better earn. I see my little boy, you gon' learn.
From the gold road, wanted one though. They were so dope. Was a have not, cause my pockets didn't have much. I was so broke. On my last
That's right.
from a slingshot. Better hold ass. There'll be no solo. Through the tall grass. Run your ass off. Oh no, got your ass caught on the fence post getting chased. Bottom jack boys, think it's about the falls like a lint roll. Let it wait till it's late. They will tiptoe through your living room window. Taking Nintendo and then skate, making you feel like you got bent over and raped. Little boy, you're never gonna get no rope chain. Get your shit stolen and your lips swole. I became bitter as I got a little bit older. My hate was making me get
Go.
began to get a chip shoulder. Started to spit vogue. My zip code have been skid row, but I ate every single beast that I spit over the shithole I escaped. Then I began to explode, detonate. Now the east side went schizo. Thought my name was B-side cause they flipped over my tape.
Oh,
Bit so out of shape. Shit, bro, hold
go.
on. I just tripped over my cape. And I'm not gonna let up treat the paper like I'm chopping a letter dread. Tell you I shred. So when you refer to the guy next to the document shredder, now the cops wanna set up roadblocks on my head. I got several bounties from feds in every county. I'm with a gal at a checkers wilding, bumping fuck the police while I fed her rallies. This shit is like romper room. Why do I feel responsible for these kids? All of whom I'm a father to. I'm a god to you. Y'all better worship the water. I walk on it. Y'all gonna meet your Waterloo. I get the flipping. The mic is a murder weapon. I'm popping an extra clip and custom shoot. Then I'm popping. Do not let me catch you slipping. I will pop up and I'll take a spot from you. I get to doing what a leaky faucet do, but I ain't talking drip when I say that I'll give the drop on you. Singing fuck all of you in auto-tune. I'm too volatile and too grizzly to bear. Yeah, shit is getting to wear. Even sitting in a chair. I bust my ass for this shit and I swear it ain't even worth dissing someone so upbeat that they
What?
can't even figure out where their words should hit the kick and the snare.
Oh, little boy, you gon' learn. Long break, bitches, to your ass in the earth. Please, so the next right. Please, see my little boy, you gon' learn. Please, see my little boy, you gon' learn. Long break, bitches, to your ass in the earth. Please, so the next right. You just better earn. Please, see my little boy, you gon' learn. My little boy. Crazy mom, boy, you will learn. You little boy. You murder bitches in your ass in the earth. You need something extra. You just better earn. Crazy mom, little boy, you gon' learn. Like a hard day, like a hard day, like a colonoscopy. Wasn't having some side to that rope.
It's almost time for your brand new phone prank, and today a guy's co-worker set him up because he works as a mechanic, and I guess a few months ago there was some lady there telling him all of her problems and hitting him hardcore. So I'm about to call him and accuse him. You'll hear his reaction in your phone prank next on Z1077 Sujuka Show.
Go. I wanna go. See them little boy, you gon' learn. All them pretty bitches with your ass in the earth. You ain't so. Little boy, you gon' learn. Listen to my little boy, you gon' learn. All them pretty bitches leave your ass in the earth. You ain't sold your last drop, you just better earn. The praise seed of my little boy, you gon' earn. Yeah, no, not this. No, not nuts. I was so broke. On my last arc, for my second track, they're all last, but it was all broke. Zero lyrics, I wrote it myself. Then I was gonna make some new road substance.
This could never work, is what we said it first.
I don't wanna be alone. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. Living in the darkness, my old friend. It's all on me. There's a crows in it. You know, but no one can.
Feels like I'm loathing in Las Vegas. Haven't got the Vegas, why I'm so lost. But I'd make you this small wager. If I bet you I'll be in tomorrow's paper, who would the odds favor? I'm so much like my father, you would think that I knew him. I keep pacing this room, Valium, then chase it with booze. One little taste it'll do. Maybe I'll take it and snooze, then tear up the stage in a few. Fuck the Colt 45, I'ma need something stronger. If I pop any caps, it better be off of vodka. Round after round after round.
All alone in the glass house, lie awake till the sun's out. Pink sky when you come down. Empty in the driveway, caffeine for the heartache. Never wanna have it my way.
They can't connect to my computer, and I need headphones for.
People think I'm into sports just because I'm a man. I'm not into sports. I mean, I like Gatorade.
Hey. I want to get a map. I want to travel all these different places around the world and have a map and put pins in all the locations where I've been. But first, I have to travel to the upper left corner and the upper right corner of the map so that it doesn't fall down. Why is that so damn funny? That's damn funny.
I saw on HBO they were advertising this boxing match. They said it's a fight to the finish. That's a good place to end. Every McDonald's commercial end the same way, right? McDonald's commercials end like this. Prices and participation may vary. I want to open a McDonald's and not participate in anything. I want to be a stubborn McDonald's owner. I say cheeseburgers? Nope. We got spaghetti and blankets. But we're not affiliated with that clown. He attacks too many children. I do gotta get informed though. It's just like too late. Like I'm a little lazy. I was checking into the hotel and I was telling the guy, dude, I never wake up in time for breakfast. And he was like, well, you don't have to worry about that here, sir, because our breakfast is extended until 10 p.m. Like, yeah, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on this. Lazy, but I gotta get informed because I realized because my friends they were talking about what's going on in the Middle East, and I thought they were talking about Game of Thrones because they're like, yeah, what's gonna happen to Hezbollah? Fox is South 11. I have not seen that episode. So I'm trying to get informed now. I'm listening to NPR. I'm trying. So boring. NPR is so boring. The cable news is too emotional. NPR too casual. The Fox News. God, the Mexicans are coming. Two scientists have discovered radioactive waste in our water, and it's always up 42 points. Get a little bit more emotional. I'm not that emotional. I'm really. I mean, and here's the thing. Are they joking? Because whenever I'm wearing a mustache, first of all, I call it wearing a mustache, even if it's made of my own body. Whenever I have a mustache, I am joking. Like, definitely, it's Halloween, I'm dressing up for something. Usually, I'm like getting out of the shower, I've shaved, and I'm like halfway done shaving, and I poke my head out of the bathroom door, and I show my girlfriend, like, what if this was real? You know what I mean? It's just like, what if I did this as actual? You know, like, what if I did this man-adult cosplay? You know, and so that's some fun that I like having on stage, having fun about mustaches. One time I started that joke, and I didn't realize that right where these fine people are, right where Andrew and Jen and Barbara and Michael are, not where, forgot your name, sorry. So, doing great. Oh, of course, Gore, old Gore. Old Gore, Don, and Lexi. Also, I realize now the way I'm saying Gordon sounds like Larry the Cable Guy's catchphrase. I'm like, Gordon! His is get her done. Okay, so, oh, is Gordon short for get her done? Never mind. Okay, so, one time when I started that mustache joke, right here where these four people were two men the size of these four people, and they had a mustache each the size of one of these four people, and they had cowboy hats the size of all of you, and I think that none of it was ironic. I think these were all sincere mustaches and hats, but I'd already started the joke, so here's how that joke went that night. It was like, you know what I think? Whenever I see someone with a mustache, I think great choice. And, I got a haircut recently. My hair was longer before. That's how it works generally. And, not a Benjamin Button haircut. And so, I got it. It was a lot longer. It was much shorter now. And my buddy, he saw it, and he's like, hey man, I really like your hair short. And I was like, thank you so much. And then he said, I did not like it long. And so then I said to him, hey man, I really like your compliment, short. And that's all I said, because I live by example. So, one time, your clapping is appreciated and very late. So, why am I yelling at where you were all absent? You were the only ones trying. No, and I'm gonna tell you, you have to do it naturally. No! Stop! There's another show after this. Guys, I've got 8 pages of jokes here and I haven't gotten through any of them. Okay.
No, I just.
That you'll ever have, so. And nails. You know they say sometimes that your hair and nails keep growing after you're dead, but that's not true. It's just that your skin recedes, so it's just grows, not magic. Okay. Woo. Okay, now for my jokes about food.
Going by the 1961 encyclopedia definition of fun, which is just dancing on a weeknight.
Last USA, comedy for everyone. Sirius XM 98.
Here's what's happening on Sirius XM Sports.
Wild Card Weekend is set, and we are just days away from the kickoff to the postseason. All the buildup is on Sirius XM NFL Radio. Hear the latest breakdowns, injury news, and the biggest guests leading all the way to kickoff for the 49ers and Seahawks on Wild Card Saturday. It's Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the SXM app. Sirius XM Sports, wherever you are, your team plays here.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent, but then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere. University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com. Are you kidding me? Gas prices are up again? Somebody has to do something. Well, someone did. That's why I use Upside. Upside? What's that? It's a free app that pays you back real money for every gallon of gas or diesel you buy. I just earned 25 cents back on every gallon of this tank. Hold on. So the Upside app is free. Back every time you use it, no strings attached. Yep, it's awesome. Check it out. It only takes a couple of minutes to sign up. Instead of just watching your dollars go into your tank, start putting money back into your wallet with the free app from Upside. With the price of gas today, it's Upside for everyone. Sirius XM 98.
I'll tell you another sign of red flag for depression that I missed. I went down to the Apple store and I was like, can I get a new Zero? And they were like, oh, you have to buy a whole new keyboard. It costs $200. And I was like, well, I'm not worth it. And I left. I had a whole system. I had a workaround. Every time I needed a Zero, I would go to Google and I would type in the name of my favorite rapper as much as I could. I would type in Andre. I hit zeros into whatever I was working on. I've Googled him more than he has, you know? It felt weird. I realized, I was like, oh man, if Andre ever goes missing, I am suspect number one. There's no way. The NSA is going to look at that and be like, this woman Googled Andre 3000 7 or 8 times a day, every day, and clicked on nothing. Case closed. This is too weird.
To a song. I'm gonna send it to you real quick. This kid, he wrote it in high school. He was a senior, and it's called Senior Skip Day. It's a pretty funny song. It's actually a really funny song.
You guys have a senior skip day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let you hear. Do your turn.
True.
Hmm?
True.
Yeah. Oh. There's a sign. There's a sign.
this one.
Yeah, I said that before.
Bill, you want to see Connor?
Carried around.
Yep, usually most of these things build like usually size kind of stocks about Carolina. Oh. That's what I do. It's one of those things before I go blow mine. It's before I go broke. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Morning, y'all.
He's losing money on monkey powers.
We have our first block day of the, well, was that cash? I heard the door smack that hand in there. We got our first block day of this semester. I got a full agenda for us to do. First will probably take, not real long. Most of us are pretty much done with this, so we'll kind of visit that. And actually number 2 won't really take maybe like 15 minutes. So really what we want to get to is number 3. But let's start with thinking about how you would balance those. Now, here's the thing. We may also have some time to look back at that puzzle piece from the second puzzle piece from Monday, whereas balancing or whatever. When you see something like this, really honestly, in my personal opinion, I think it's best to maybe get out a stretched piece of paper or the flip side on a note page and write these out and try to balance them. Because it's one thing when you're starting to do this to like sit there and try to just do it in your head, which I think could be a little bit more challenging, but if you write it down, it might be a little bit more helpful. All right. Just giving you some ideas here. Let me do attendance, and we'll get into it.
What happened?
No, it was the Solly.
Solly G. Willikers.
And G. Willikers. No, it
Wiley at?
Nah, 2 tons taking out all 3 Americans.
Off the ring, what do you mean by that?
North, Central, South.
That's, whatever. It's not. Central America is just a term, not. Yeah, there's when you say Central, you sound like an idiot.
It's still a thing.
Yeah, but no, everyone just says North and South America because Central America is so it's like included in that. Yeah.
I know.
Alex, I don't know about that. I'm just glad I'm not like Alex. Actually, I'm glad I'm not like Carmen. She is so stupid.
How stupid is that?
Like the teacher every day, the entire last semester, not yells at her. She's a nice teacher, and all of last semester, every single day, multiple times in class, she's like, "Carmen, go put your book away. Stop reading in class." Come on, I'm on the last page of this chapter. Come on, I have one more page of the chapter. Can I just finish the chapter? I'm like, no. And finally, she just took the book away. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't give it back if it was a library book.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you know technically Putin may not be able to meet us because just because he says to do it doesn't mean he can do it. Because the way he set up his military, they can say no thank you and not do it. And if that happens, then he's been going to kill Putin.
Yeah.
It was on a Joe Rogan podcast.
Of course it was. Dang.
I work for the CIA. I watch actions interested. Yeah, we already have to start waiting for him.
Dude, I'm saying like real life sentences are crazy.
Well, there's Wiley. That's
It's like as literally those like I
just
think
waiting here
like
for this thing to pull up on my
like
tablet here. And while I'm waiting,
like reverse curl.
Wiley.
That's how bad it is.
There's this guy who's in serving 15 consecutive life sentences without parole. For espionage against the U.S. during the Cold War.
All right. So the question is, how might we go about balancing these? Now this is a good review. Some of us. All right.
I was sitting inside the prison here in Colorado. We were,
Dancing around.
he's dead. He died in like the 90s.
No, I don't want that.
He was super rich. Rest in peace. Yeah. But he was super rich.
He was a very wholesome man.
Like his mom was like digging it in the field and they found a barrel full of $5 million. That was just one of his casual pocket money stashes.
That's normal.
That they were like, oh,
Here we go. Alright. So, to get us going on here. Help me out with this. Wiley. Welcome, good morning. How many iron on the left? How many on the right? How do I fix that? On the right side, on that FE, right? Okay, cool beans. Because that makes 2 FE here is what it was, and now 2 FE there. Alright, Alex, what about the S?
Coefficient 3 for sulfur.
Because we had a 3 here, and then the second there. Oh, that one's easy. You know I should have done. No, that was just making it harder. Are we done? Sure, you could put a 1 if it's blank. I assume it's 1, but yeah, we need 1 there. 1, 2, 3. Are we done? I suggest you always go back and double check. I had yesterday a handful of students that come up thought they had their 30, and they were like, "This is wrong." Like it was, and they realized that as they did one thing, they undid or unbalanced another element, but they didn't go back and double check. And I always say go back and double check, because now I still got 2 iron and I got 2 iron. I still got 3 sulfur and I got 3 sulfur. Cool, done. All right. Carter, what about the silicon on the second one?
You have 1 on each side, so it's balanced.
Okay, cool. Sutton, what about the oxygen? How many I got on the left side? 2. You got 2 there, but don't forget about that one. So add that, that's 3, right? How many on the right side? 2. Okay. Any ideas? We got 3 on the left side, which 2 here and 1 there. And then we have 2 on the other side. Any ideas how we can get that balanced? Double the CO. I like that. Double it. Implies just we need a 2 in front of it. And then double this. Okay? What does that do? Let's look at our oxygen. 2 here. Now there's 2 here. That's 4. And 2 times 2, there's 4. Okay? It messed with the carbon though, didn't it? 2 carbon. Oh, but 2 carbon. Balance. Double check, make sure silicon isn't messed up. 1 silicon, 1 silicon. 4 oxygen. I think everything's good. That's too easy on you on those. Those are like level 1s. It's okay. Questions over that? It's all about the coefficients. Now, here you go, Michael. You got it. All right. Okay. So, questions before we move on. Anybody notice that red box over there? First thing, Friday. What? Oh. Sorry, the red box right here on the screen. I mean, there's a red basket over there. Red box on there says that on Friday there will be a quiz over balancing chemical equations. It'll just be like this, you just have to balance it. It'll be in Schoology though, so you have to like drag the boxes and stuff. But you're always welcome to use pen and paper if that is a little bit more comfortable and whatnot. What's up, Michael? How many questions is it? I don't remember off the top of my head. I could double check and get back to you, but it wouldn't be more than like a couple, maybe a few, but not very many. Okay. Probably similar to that puzzle piece that we saw on Monday, where it has a mix of how we ask them. Okay. Oh, before we move on, quick little, I'm saying this to all my classes. This isn't really a thing in regards to y'all, but in my other classes, I've had this movement where students will stand by that door, and in the process of standing by that door, they end up knocking things in the lab. Or one day, I think it was Friday, one of my classes left, and it was just me in here, and I was like, it smells like gas in here. Like somebody accidentally, or maybe on purpose, I don't know, but one of the gas valves was knocked open and releasing a bunch of methane gas into the room. So, we treat that that door over there as really just an emergency exit. There's nothing, we're not gonna block it or anything like that, but let's make sure they're always, you know, just day in, day out leaving through this door over here. And if we don't need to be in the lab, we're not in the lab. Again, it wasn't really an issue with y'all. You guys typically do your thing. Going out that door, don't really mess with the lab, but a couple other classes I got into some habits that I think are, I just want to stand forever. But I thought I'd mention it to everybody, okay? So, chemistry lab door is emergency only. Some of us have already gotten their 30. Some of us are really, really close. If you need help, it can also help as well. Anyway, not here besides Avery, who yesterday, who didn't get this. I think not fill her out, but I think Avery's the only one out. Okay. I do have a few here, and I didn't get the. Well, I was just getting ready to check yours. Yep. Go ahead, do that. All right, so we're going to start with 10 minutes on this and see where we're at. Let's try to get this done. If you've already got your 30, go back in the week 2, day 1 folder and double check that you got an excellent grade on that puzzle piece called balancing equations. Alrighty, check yours. Luke, did I just give you a check mark? You said check? You were like the first one, weren't you? 30.
Did you guys get your 30?
Yeah.
And I believe where we left off, we had reference 24. You want to maybe read this one? This is really easy. Reduce that. Should reduce that. And you'll be good to go. We know that you're 6. Or you could do a couple of years. Sure. Well, that's worth 2, right? You're going to get 6 points here. So try a couple that get your 6 points back. You can fix any other ones and then mark.
Get them all in. Walk them all in. I saw this thing on Instagram. It's like this kid. He's like, holy fucking Lord. Giannis Antetokounmpo is in Fortnite, and that's how he said it. This is from this guy. Yeah, this is yeah. I've heard it's pretty good. The recent one, I mean, here's the deal. It's pretty good. Okay, Raphael. It's not as good as some of the original calls. From what they've done in the past couple of years, it's pretty good. Yes. I mean, unless you want to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 in 2011.
That's absolutely wrong. Every review.
I don't play Call of Duty, I play Battlefield. I only play Battlefield. Get Battlefield 2042 and better. Yeah, it came out and it was bad. It was so bad. But now it's better. Now it's better. I've unlocked some of my favorite guns from Battlefield 20, not Battlefield 3. Yeah, because they like put Battlefield 3 guns that they vaulted in there so you can unlock them. Yeah. That was so ridiculously hard to get. You have to get 100 marksman rifles from 100 plus meters.
And,
we all got our 30 in.
Oh yeah, I had a ton of guns that I'm like ranked 25 right now. I've only played like a couple days, but I got a collab and I'm so mad. Yeah, they do. Yeah. See, here's the only Modern Warfare 3, because it's only like a month and a half old, you won't get as many people if you have all the max levels on.
Yeah,
Battlefield 2042 is about a year old.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, not
already run into like 5 different people.
Well, in Battlefield 2042, you run into rank 70 people every single game who have all the guns. They've maxed out all their attachments. And that's just how it is. It's not as bad as Battlefield 5, all the STG little campers. Get the STG 44, upgrade that thing, and then run around all the close quarters combat maps. It's so upsetting.
You figure it out? I got 6 there. That works. That was 6. How do you reduce 6 through 6? So these are like ratios. For every 6 of these, 3 of these react, produce 6 of these. So like a ratio that's like say 4 to 2, can you reduce a ratio that's 4 to 2? What is 4 and 2 both divisible by? 8? Not that they can go into it, but the opposite. What number can we divide into 4 and 2? So what you got to think about, reduce this, what number can divide into both 6 and 3? Divide that by 3, divide that by 3, divide that by 3, and reduce it. Okay?
Honestly, if you're gonna get any Battlefield game, I get Battlefield.
What's that?
Yeah, it's more of my favorite.
I'm gonna get back. Square root of 160.
It's not square root, it's like radical, so you split it up and you have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, radical square root. Split up and try to figure out the easiest way, like,
Yeah. 61, 82, 40 and 4.
Alright, Justin's got his 30, hopefully.
10,
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen.
10 and 16.
The greediness.
5 and 32. I guess I'm doing 6.
I'll take it.
Is it on Steam?
Battlefield 1, I don't know, I don't have Steam. Battlefield 5 is good. Yeah, they all cost money. Why is it free?
Yeah. Warzone's free.
Warzone? I don't know. I played Warzone for a little bit. I play Overwatch, but I didn't know that to play Overwatch 2, you just have an Overwatch 1 game. I didn't really play Overwatch 1, but my brother did, so I just put that in. I like Overwatch 2. I play that sometimes. Trying to get 20 kills in a game with an LMG is so hard. Like, because the LMG time to kill is so slow, and we had no experience for it. We don't have any cookies. In Battlefield 24.
Dude, that's it.
Kills when they're using like
a sniper, sniper or shotgun. If you're using a shotgun in Warzone, you're a little
Warzone won a couple rounds in one of my friend's house. I kept dying and going to the gulag and then getting my ass handed to me.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like
back in the original gulag map in the bathroom with a Glock.
You guys think Apex is Call of Duty?
Apex is so
good. No, Call of Duty is definitely harder.
I used to play Apex here and there, but it's just too repetitive. It's like no fun.
It can be. I mean, it's not always, but it definitely can be because in Call of Duty you don't have like what's the big dude's name? Like you don't have his shield and like yeah, like you don't have like those kind of things. You just have guns and you got to pick up all the armor plates and that kind of stuff so you can keep putting them back in. And they're literally like, bro will literally just pull his vest, take the armor plate, and just shove it straight in there.
Yeah, that's how they work. It's some real bulletproof vests with they got slats on the back that you can take it out.
No, he literally just like rips it like straight off of his chest. Just boom.
Yeah, they got like the military ones. They got a big armor plate here, one on the back, and then you can get them on the sides. But a lot of them don't wear it. Like the Navy SEALs, they don't wear the side plates because it hinders your movement.
Yeah. Well, and they're heavy.
What?
And they're not exactly light.
Yeah, my brother, well not my brother, my cousin, he was in the Marines and I tried on his plate carrier and it's heavy.
It's so scary. I literally always need somebody to like yank me down.
Literally?
Yeah.
Like just with the front and back like carrier on, it is heavy. With the side, it is pretty heavy. And then the like magazine. Lady. Lay on the eggs and some stuff that happened. I don't really know. I'm not a sex doctor.
I'll lay on the eggs. He was definitely like a prehistoric sex doll or something.
I'm not a prehistoric sex. Alex, why are you talking about yourself like that? You should really have a little more self-respect.
Why?
Damn. What'd you get for this
Boys, this is Live for Speed and I'm finally here. It's a free game by the way and it's perfect for drifting. I did get the paid version just so I could access mods, but you don't need to pay in the beginning anything. Drifting is, I would say, pretty much similar to Assetto Corsa. If you know how to drift in Assetto Corsa, I don't think you're gonna have any issues in Live for Speed either. The graphics, I'll be honest, 8 years old. Nowadays...
Oh. What do you mean by that?
Do this. You were originally not right this second. When we get going, I guess you can
1, 4, 9, 3, 16.
There's one that's...
Golly, dude. G. Willikers. G. Willikers, father. I never smoked. That is a good idea. G. Willikers, father. I never smoked. That is a good idea. G. Willikers, father. That is a good idea. G. Willikers, father. That is a good idea. G. Willikers, father. That was a good idea. G. Willikers, father. That was a good idea. G. Willikers, father. That was a good idea. G. Willikers, father.
Like 9, 10, 12, 9, 11.
It's 8:16 right now.
Yeah. Just to check if Carter was.
Inside it's 9, 12, or 9. Actually, no, I think it is 9, 11.
That's racially motivated.
Bro, on 9/11, it is so dumb. Like, everybody on the internet, it's like, we never forgive and we never forget, remember 9/11. And then you get this one dude like, guys, Americans are so bad.
For those of you who don't know, yesterday.
Okay, so.
You know why there's holes in buildings?
You see how they, on this side there's 3 O's. You gotta make this 9. Or no, hold on. So there's 8 carbon and 18 hydrogen. So you make this. What did I do for this? Oh, I made this at I just doubled this. So you double that. You triple that. So you triple the CH18. You just double that, triple the O2, and then so that would give you 16. So then this is 16.
But I still, I have like 3 different ones.
This is still 16.
Because I would give you, yeah, that would give you 36, H, and you triple this to make this 6, or no, that wouldn't work.
Actually, give me one second, let me
Fuck, I forgot.
on here. All right, so okay, so let me notice that I put those posters that we were working on back on our desk. We're going to look at them, okay? I'd like you to revisit them. I have highlighted a little bit of tweaks I think that we can add to it. Remember I said that when you first started this, you had your background knowledge that you came to this class with, and I said that you were going to throughout this unit kind of learn a little bit that might get you thinking a little differently about it and maybe add, tweak, or adjust, whatever. Well, the things that I think that we can consider now is the law of conservation of mass. That we saw, and we can re-look at the video if you want to, that the mass did increase. Okay? What does the law of conservation of mass say about that? How can you incorporate that into your experiment? And then on the gotta have it list, one of the things that's like, you know what, now that we're talking about this, it would be nice to start trying to try tweaking our illustration, especially the part with the atoms, to make sure to show representation of how the atoms are involved in the reaction. So we want to start thinking about what is going on with this thing, okay? So we'll brainstorm here for a second. I got the videos here. This one's actually a little different. I'll show this one. But so if you weren't here on the very first day back, this might be a kind of a good to see what we did. We were over under the fume hood and we burned some steel wool. This one's a little bit different. This person put like a little pan on a yardstick. You'll notice that there's like a little like kind of elbow here where it's kind of like a scale, and there's a little rock sitting on this end. Right now it's holding up that steel wool, and then they're going to burn it. So we can see what it does. So they light it, get it going. So it really kind of just takes off. And again, take note that currently this thing's being held up by the weight of that rock on the other end. We saw the steel wool igniting. Looks kind of cool. And then eventually, what does that mean? Eventually the end of it fell down. What does that mean happened to the steel wool?
It got heavier.
Got heavier, right? Okay. So the question is why? Here's the original one that we watched. You can see that the weight is about 27.34 grams. They put that in there. Okay. Again, this is just reminding us of what we saw. We see that right now as it's going, this thing's happening, the weight's going up. Up and up and up and up and up and up, it keeps going. We think about also what it looked like when we saw it in person. I have it on the fume hood. If you weren't here on last Thursday, you can go look at it. It started off as a very gray, shiny looking thing. Now it's almost like kind of dark and almost blue. And the weight went up to like 29 grams. Okay, so what we're trying to get at here, highlighted here, what we want to get with our groups and tweak our posters is we want to start talking about why did the mass of that steel wool go up? What does law of conservation of mass say about that? In my opinion, it really kind of forces you into a conversation, but we can get into that. Think about what the law of conservation of mass says, and then try to use that to make an argument of why the mass of the steel wool increased. And then, once you've thought of that, try to add that into your particle diagram. All right? Let's take about 10 minutes. So if you're not sitting with your groups, maybe go over and get with your groups. Vince and Suddy, if you guys will switch spots because you guys kind of meandered from Thursday, that's fine. All right. If you got questions, hit me up. But let's spend about 10 minutes. Let's tweak this poster. Oh, you want markers? I'll get those out.
You already know I'm finished off the school in this thing.
Alright, guys.
Nah, you already know I'm finished off the school in this thing.
Oh man, dude. I see all those like old men in that.
It's like a pedal car thing.
That's what Coach Mullins gonna be doing next season.
Oh god. He's just gonna be riding that around the park.
Yeah.
Why?
It's
Because he's old.
He's 70 something, dude.
Oh, so he bikes around and follows y'all? Or does he sit at a bench and wait?
Well, he kind of
A little bit of both.
But he doesn't run with us.
That would be scary if he did.
Yeah.
If he did, like, I would probably be like 3 minutes faster.
So what evidence?
Do we gotta change this or some shit?
That's more reasoning. You do. But evidence is like, what did you know?
Personal finance is so
How did
easy
you
over the
notice
summer.
that?
That's what I'm doing over the summer. I'm doing it over the summer.
Is it free?
Yeah.
You could take the dual credit for college, so I wish I did. So I got like 90 points class. It's so easy.
See, that's the thing though.
I'm finna
When
get
she's
100
not
in
actually
that
there.
class.
It's mass per volume.
I'm finna
right?
get 100 in that class.
So if you're not saying anything
like,
about math, then you're saying the volume is
Dude, if you're getting anything under an A in that
Did it like
class,
shrivel up and get smaller?
if you're getting anything under an A in that class, you're bad.
My grade in that class is 100.
Dude, there's a kid. We've only had two.
I didn't see that.
No, we've only had 2 actual days of rec and team sports this year, and there's a kid that already has a C+.
Wow.
No. We got. Yours says we gotta have evidence.
How do you have a score that low?
I don't. Like, not participating and shit. Meanwhile, my ass over here coming back, like, dripping sweat.
Just so you guys know, fire is energy. Hold on, I'll come back. Stew on that.
Anybody's, but we have to like change it to like explain it better now that we kind of know what like the conservation of math is and like how it works.
Hold up, we'll take turns because I just heard 3 things at once.
So like,
start here. What do you got?
I don't. Math can't be created or destroyed.
I guess get to writing, man.
What do you mean? So you're saying that it gains more atoms? Okay. And you're saying you agree with that? Where do those atoms come from?
I guess. Huh? Do you need help?
I'm not saying this is bad. It's a great idea.
Do I need to call someone?
In your poster.
A 30-year-old dude who plays in UK, fucking trash, fucking kills him, pulls all girls. This game makes me want to cut off my balls with them.
And so you're saying that you got everything and I'm asking you to add to it. Just go back to it. I mean, you got a good idea. I'm not saying you don't.
This other dude's one, he said,
yeah, I know.
Makes me want to call
What do we got over here? What's our thought? What's the law of conservation of mass say and what it...
Mass can't be created or destroyed.
Okay,
so matter.
So then the question is, what does that say then about
something, and it's always going to be there because it's not being destroyed.
What do you think was added?
Oxygen.
Okay. Where do you think it came from?
The fire.
Yeah.
You know, fire is just energy.
Okay.
Okay.
You're telling me there's oxygen in the air?
Believe it or not.
And believe it or not, that's kind of okay. So add some of that thought into this poster. Okay. Yeah, you got markers. Put it in there.
Get to writing.
What game is this?
This game
Wait, he said what?
He said this game makes me want to start the next one.
But I'm asking like, why
what game is this?
I don't know. It's titled Racist. When I wanted to be black,
okay, what evidence do you have that
team goes
What? You actually saw the evidence. Well, we saw the Rainbow this time. No way. I'm looking for evidence, like evidence is something with.
Oh, it's Rainbow Six.
You saw the Rainbow
It's right.
Is it really?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I used to play that game. It sounds so much like that game.
Siege or Breakout?
Especially the IP thing.
It's not right. That's
my friend would say some stuff like some pretty nasty stuff on Rainbow with me.
True,
and
maybe.
The guy's like,
or they
expect something at your front door 2-4 business days.
No.
And then my friend's like, what do you mean? He sends me this picture of a box at his front door from a random address in Mexico.
No, I would expect that on like Red Dead Redemption 2 or something.
What?
So there's where we're getting to it.
Most people on Red Dead.
Yeah,
No.
what are you on?
No, like.
Bro.
Yeah, I know. I know. I joined them periodically. Don't worry, I'm a black character.
Whoa. Okay, what do we say? I already forgot.
We added energy.
If I play as a black character, do I have animal pass in the game?
Yes.
No. Black NPC said.
I'm a black NPC.
They're always the main character.
Rick Lennon, bro.
Because ultimately I'm asking you this like
the main character.
You're right.
When I posted my story that I spelled something horribly wrong. Like,
Yeah, that sounds. You didn't open the box, but it showed up. That guy was telling the truth.
You will get a shipment at your door. It might be a pipe bomb.
Let's start. We need.
You just gotta open it.
He didn't learn his lesson. He kept saying some pretty nasty stuff, and then one time he got $150 worth of pizza delivered to his house.
Yeah.
Except he had to pay for it.
Oh yeah.
He's like.
I'd pay for it another way.
He clicked pay for on delivery, and they showed up, and they're like, all right, you owe me $150.27, and the dude's like, I didn't even order pizza. And they're like, well, you owe us money. You ordered pizza. Somebody ordered you pizza, and you owe us money. And he's like,
is this the one that
what?
does school on Monday?
I'm like, you keep saying this shit on the Rainbow, bro. You never learn.
That's what they originally said with the whole density and like, what evidence do you have that it got
That's what I'm saying.
still won't get closer together.
Yeah, you put so much effort into the game.
And honestly,
there's this kid in my engineering class, Lucas. He watches a lot of adult videos, and so he gets viruses and hacking a lot.
Sounds about
He's
right.
bought a couple new hard drives for his computer. Yeah, and he talks about it. He's like open about it, and so somebody hacked it.
I don't think he's just watching it.
Somebody scam called him, and so they were trying to hack his computer by like getting his bank account, and he reversed the connection, and then he got every single one of their files and then posted them all on the internet. And the dude was so mad. He was like, no. He's like, get fucked, Indian.
Redeem gift card. Do not redeem gift card.
I know. Do you watch those videos? Yeah.
No, stop. Do not redeem.
And they go like, yeah.
I never watched that video.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's this guy like
Dude, there's a ton
getting
of
a
it.
gift card, and they're like, no, do not redeem it. Irish, do not redeem it. And then he redeems it, and it takes like all their money.
So then he gets it all in like his Google Play account or something.
You have $14,000 in your Google Play account ready to use.
I'm a gamer and I don't associate with goodbye. I know I got the phone. I don't associate with goodbye.
I associate with real men.
You definitely.
That's what I be doing to your dad every night.
Yeah.
Hang up your phone.
I'm gonna be like that too. I'm gonna be like, sorry, I don't associate with women.
Walk off. I'm a real gamer.
I mean, play games.
Right. Online will say that it is the Rust, or it is SE203.
I have better things to do.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, at least I'm not the only one.
No, you're not. Especially not at this table.
I think it's every high school.
It's like, have you seen this guy? He's like so good at GeoGuessr. Like he'll just like in under a couple
Yes,
seconds.
I know.
And it's like he'll do these videos. It's like, do you touch grass? He's like, no. Do you touch things? No.
All right, a couple more minutes.
Do you feel
one more
mother's
round
love?
No. He looks like an NPC. He actually looks like an NPC.
The fire does? Ladies.
Because everyone's just so inherently racist in that game. Like they're just like, oh, you're black. I've never met a black guy on Rainbow Six Siege, mostly because
There are none?
Yeah, because they always just keep so smart.
Alright. Tomorrow, I swear, if like Jackson or Nate or Aiden get on their phone and Miss Minnick tells us to put them up, I swear I'm like this like I am going to bring a knife to school and just.
All right.
With an 8 gauge, just
what? What are you? What? Do you know anything about shotguns?
Yes.
Then you'll know that's not a real thing.
10 gauge, my bad.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's a non-existent.
It would be a much smaller.
No, it'd be very large. Yeah, 10 gauge is the largest. Yeah, it's like.
Alright, I'm finna invent a 1 gauge.
No, but
that's like having a hand cannon.
Alright, I'm finna invent a 1 gauge.
Make a hole in a wall. 8 gauge could make a hole in like a house. Like you shoot a hole through a house wall.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna just get a mortar and just.
Yeah. Just get a 20mm rifle.
Nah,
20mm is like.
Nah, screw that. I'm just. Damn, that's like the length of my cock.
Yeah, it's you can buy one. It's super expensive, and it's a $200 monthly tax ban. So technically, having a 20mm rifle for home defense is not economically sound. One, because it's 15.5 feet long.
Jesus.
The rifle. And two, you're more likely, like, 20mm is what they shoot out of, like, artillery. No, I saw this thing that was like shooting in Russia, and then the comments were like, America should sue for copyright. America wants its first time.
I actually wrote a post.
Nah, still not.
Make sure to show the representation of all atoms involved.
I agree.
Particle diagrams are count. Oh, wait, we have to make like.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up.
We have to make a particle.
Put your final thoughts. Now, here's the thing. What we have not done yet that I like to do with these kinds of posters.
Smoke weed.
We're not gonna do it today, but just an FYI. If you're wanting to
Silence. Silence, peasants.
If you're wanting to put your final thoughts on here, just so you know, eventually, probably like early next week, these posters go up on the wall, and we'll have other people kind of looking at them and giving little suggestions with Post-its and whatnot. So, that's helpful, right? Because what has not happened yet, you guys talked about within your little groups, but we haven't had cross-conversation within groups. The whole goal of this is that everybody with some of these young minds and what's kind of going on. We are still going to build more and more on this. I think that we could still use a little bit more information on this second highlight here.
That's something.
I think a lot of you have a good putting into words on how you think what's going on with the law of conservation of mass. That's good. But what we're going to finish up with today is talking about a little bit more about the atoms here. So what I'm going to ask is that you pack up the markers. Michael's going to come around and collect them in the basket for me. And I need one rep to come and make a pile on top of grade 16.
Sorry, my bad. I meant this.
Back to those.
You just ain't no way. Bro did it in Spanish class the other day.
No, wait.
Good.
You guys got markers?
Justin, no. What?
Dude, I'm right there.
Never mind.
You say something?
Wherever you said them is exactly.
Wait, so your Spanish teacher makes, like, if you call people, she makes you put them on the speaker?
Okay.
What?
You're saying?
No, like if we're on our phone and she catches us, at this point it's just like she makes everybody hang up their phone if it's just one person.
You could be saying like 4 people.
I like some of the ideas that are coming up in the posters. I think that there's a number of things that we can say in terms of law of conservation of mass. We saw, on Friday, we saw a little and the opposite happened, that the mass decreased. Any ideas on what was going on there? According to the law of conservation of mass, Annie, what do you think?
It was releasing oxygen.
Okay. It was releasing oxygen where?
To the air.
Okay, so maybe it's releasing something like oxygen into the air. Okay? That the conversation is just like that. That if the law of conservation of matter says that matter can't be created or destroyed, then if my mass increased, it had to probably have come from somewhere. If my mass decreased, maybe it went somewhere. Okay? And that's kind of what matter does. It shuffles around. Okay? And what I want to talk about a little bit more that I think will help us really kind of start tweaking this visualization, this